Hey, all right, welcome back on. I was going to reach and touch the button again.
Old habits die hard.
Oh, they do. So we're back to having a producer again since, the last time we had one in was summer of last year when Isaiah was producing, and then I think he was here through May or June of last year, and then he went on to bigger and better things up in Albuquerque.
Fancy.
So that's where he be. And so Jeffrey's helping us out. Of course, this year's a little more like normal because we've got baseball and softball actually going on now and not basketball like
right.
we did last year. And baseball, the next 4 weeks are going to be super, super busy because we've got baseball tonight, softball Thursday, baseball Friday, softball Saturday.
Wow.
And it's pretty much that way for the next 3 weeks. Softball on Tuesday and Saturday, baseball on Thursday, Friday, through the rest of April.
Wow.
Then the first weekend of May is the first round of the baseball, softball tournaments. And then the following weekend is the final rounds of the baseball and softball tournaments in Albuquerque. And then we'll be done.
Yay.
We'll have graduation. I guess it'll be normal graduation in the Bulldog Bowl.
Yeah.
Like they've had before. And
yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually just started reading some posts about around the country where it's saying like, oh, Google is going back to work. And I'm like, back to...
Where have they been?
What? 2 years? 2 years ago?
Oh, people going back to work?
Finally
at
going
Google?
back into the office, like in-person work.
Well, and Apple,
And
I've read where Apple has had a similar issue where they've said, all right, start coming back to work. And there's employees going, no, I don't want to go back to work. And I'm thinking at Apple, they have that ginormous spaceship facility that they've just built in the last few years out there that's just like really awesome.
Cool.
If I could go to work there,
right,
I'd be there every day. You know, they'd have to force me not to come to work. So.
Oh, no, that place is cool. I watched a thing when I was still in business school about how Apple operates and how they treat their employees. I mean, they've got gyms on campus. They have like thinking lounges that's just full of all these. What are those big old giant love sacks? Those big old giant beanbags.
Beanbag chairs.
And they have like, of course, food and snacks and all the things, of course, coffee and all that stuff. And they just treat you so well, being a person that works for them. I have a friend that I went to high school with in Roswell who works for them in the Austin area. And she loves it.
They've got a big campus in Austin.
They do, yeah. And she loves it. She's been working there for years and years, and she just got I feel like it's a 5-year award or something. And it was like they give you all these gifts, and you're like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I know.
They're Apple, so they can they can do that. But and there's a lot of companies that are like that around. But
but I was just thinking, like, they're just now going back into the office. I'm like, I know there was a point in time when we weren't supposed to, but we had 4 people in our office, and we're all in different areas, and we're all at least 10 to 20 feet apart. So I don't think we ever, maybe we stayed home for that 2 weeks to flatten the curve, but the rest of the time we've been working.
I think Tana worked from the house for a month or so.
Yeah.
And then after a while, she said, I'm not doing that anymore.
No.
I'm coming to work. And so she's been coming in here. And, of course, we don't have that many people that work in this office anymore.
Yeah.
It's pretty much me and Lana and Tana and Jamie, and that's about it. Now Jeffrey's going to be here in the building, so it'll be nice. But I couldn't imagine not going into work, but times have really changed with all of that. So.
Well, and just that whole change of trying to figure out how to work from home, and now you're 2 years later trying to figure out how to go back to the office. That's a whole nother, like, I'm so glad we're not in that boat right now.
Yeah, but
life kind of did not change like that around here.
That's right. Not around here. We're pretty rebellious down here.
Yeah, we are.
When the governor speaks, we kind of sort of listen, but we don't really pay that much attention to what she says. But there's people that do.
Yeah. Well, and I get it, like big, giant, places like that. But we have, our refinery, you can't work from home.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
you
it
have
never
to be there.
stopped. You have to be there. And then the other thing I was going to say is, I don't know. I guess I lost my train of thought on that one, but I can't even imagine doing. We took advantage of the time of when we couldn't do events, we couldn't really go out and be with people and do all the things and host all these things. So we just transitioned into how do we prep for when we can, when things get back to normal, if they do. You know, I know it's a new normal now, but what do we do to prep for that? So we put a bunch of Artesia advertising materials together and updated everything and got new pictures of stuff and, you know, took advantage of that time when it was a little bit quieter. So I don't know.
I hope a lot of people did that. And I hope people are getting back into the habit of going out and shopping again. Not that there's anything wrong with the online stuff. I mean, gosh, what was it the other day? I was driving in from the house to work, and the street that I drive down, it was during the middle of the day, so I forget what I ran home for. Anyway, and one of the postal trucks was there. Back door was open in the postal truck, and every single item that I could see in the back of the postal truck was an Amazon box.
It had a little smile on it.
Had the, whatever that is. And I thought about that, and I thought, my, how that has changed retail. But hopefully people are still going out and exploring and seeing what's available and doing actual in-person shopping again. Hopefully that's
I hope
that's
so.
coming back.
Well, and I think this weekend kind of proved it with there was the Yucca Blossom. She had over 100 vendors, but then there was another one over on First Street. She had like 30 vendors. All of our, you know, downtown Artesia, I know that restaurants around there, I'm not sure about the shops. I haven't touched base with them, but it was hopping down all over downtown Artesia. I know a lot of people didn't want to wait in the lines for the food trucks, so they went to the close restaurants
Kith and
right around there.
or
Wellhead and Kith and Kin.
Yeah.
All right there. So I think for sure that people are wanting to get out, wanting to shop local.
Yeah.
So
that's good. That's good. So what's next? I know you've just had like one of the busiest times ever.
I know. Golly. Someone said, normally we have a whole bunch of fun events all throughout the whole summer of Artesia, but no, this year we all decided to pile it into one weekend. But no, next is 4th of July. We're already going to start. We have to, I think usually in April is when we reserve the fireworks.
Okay.
And the show and all of that. So I think that's going to be our next thing is working on fireworks, working on getting the town to come together like we always do, you know, and that, and then working on all of since 4th of July, I feel like it's a Monday or Tuesday this year.
That's a good question.
It's kind of weird. So yeah, it's a Monday. So, you know, what's going to happen on Saturday? What's going to happen on Sunday? What's going to happen on Monday? It's probably going to be a full weekend of fun stuff. I know, like the golf tournament, they have us on Saturday, the 2nd. So, you know, it's just getting together with the volleyball folks and see what they're going to want to do. And, you know, seeing if the firefighters want to bring back Firemen's Olympics. I'm not sure. That'd be cool. What else do we normally do? There's a fun run in the morning, so getting with the running club for that.
The volleyball.
And the CLC. I think the CLC is doing the fun run.
Okay.
So volleyball, run, maybe firemen's, fireworks, golf. So it's going to be a fun weekend, but we gear up for that right now, starting now for the 4th of July week. And that's going to be a lot of questions around the offices. So because usually it turns into a 4-day holiday. Right.
So is it going to be Friday through Monday, or is it going to be Saturday through Tuesday? So it kind of depends on where you are as to what
days you get off.
What days you get off. But the 4th being on a Monday is probably better than being in the middle of the week.
Yes.
Because it is attached to the weekend. And because last year it was on a Sunday, I think. And but yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Well, that's cool. So get that on your calendars, folks, and
4th of July in Artesia
for all of that. And then we're gonna have to figure out because, that's a Monday. So I'm sure that'll be the next question. You know,
Yeah.
What are we doing that day? Are we working? Is the office open? Is the office closed? Are we doing morning shows? We'll have all that.
All the questions.
All those questions, and we'll have to get figured out.
It's almost like the 4th of July during the day. Now we have lots going on with golf and volleyball and all the things, but normally it's not until nighttime when the fireworks happen,
yeah.
So it's like 9 o'clock at night and you're having fireworks and your kids are still awake and they've got to go to school the next day. That's kind of,
yeah,
but that's okay.
That'll be fun. So 4th of July. So get ready. Be looking for info on that.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know there's a fundraiser. The public can help.
Yes.
With the fireworks by contributing to that. So that information will be coming out.
Yep.
Soon,
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think it's fun when you get to go watch it and you're like, man, I helped with that show.
Mm-hmm. That's my firework.
My little contribution helped to this big giant show. And
not the one that went boom neat. Over there on the ground, but the one that went up there. That's mine. That's the one I paid
not
for.
The dud.
Not the dud.
Not the dud.
My luck, would be all mine would be labeled. The duds would be.
Yep. So 4th of July. And then, of course, after that, it's just gearing up for Clay's Crusher and our Balloons and Tunes. I think we're going to start sending save the dates already. Mm-hmm. But did you hear there was an announcement on Friday? And with all the hustle and bustle of everything going on, I don't know if
there was an announcement on Friday?
A big announcement.
I did not hear. Well, maybe I didn't hear this. I don't know.
So the Eddy County Fair was able to announce on April 1st that Aaron Watson is going to be the concert on Friday, July 29 at the Eddy County Fairgrounds. So that's the last, basically, weekend of the fair. So the fair will be all that week here in Artesia, and it's sponsored by 111 Beef Republic, HF Sinclair, and Conoco Phillips.
Okay, so they're having a concert this year.
Yes, concert. Aaron Watson, super excited, and it's gonna. I think there's like bull riding before that and all that. They usually do all that before the concert, and then they have the big giant concert.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
They made that announcement on April Fool's Day.
Yes.
Has that been confirmed as an actual event or an April Fool?
It is an actual event because I helped with the poster. Okay. Creating the poster. And I said, when can we announce this? They said, we can't announce it until April 1st. I'm like, all right. So we have to sit on this awesome information. But no, we're excited. It'll be fun. So 4th of July, and then that same month later on will be the fair, and they're working hard on all things. There's lots of new things going on. So, but Aaron Watson is going to be the main event on Friday night.
I was talking with a guy about the fairgrounds Monday. It's Tony, and he said, it's really neat. This fair is really neat because it's old school. He's still got all these old buildings, and it's old school. It's not like all these big fairs with all these modern new buildings and all that kind of stuff. And Jim and I was with, and we looked at each other and we looked at him and said, they're going to remodel all this stuff.
That's what they're working on right now. That's funny.
And he's like, no. And we're like, yes. And it really does. I mean, it's served its purpose and it's done an excellent job for so many years. But it's like most things. There comes a time when
you gotta
update a little bit if it just to make it easier to do the things that you're used to doing. So
especially with like the food trucks, for instance. I mean, we had issues with power over here with our food trucks, and not issues, I shouldn't say. They brought their own power and stuff, and that was no big deal. But then, wouldn't it be cool? Someone came over and said, wouldn't it be cool if we had plug-ins right here? I mean, they do the Christmas lights, so it's just like that kind of stuff. That takes a lot, and then also like things like for you having the internet out there, having wired for this, wired for that. With technology advancing, it's cool whenever your places that host things.
Well, my idea, and I think I shared this idea with some other folks, was to on the one end of the Heritage Plaza, build a great big ginormous awning, covered area, that when you have concerts and events, the stage floor lowers down from underneath the awning down to where it needs to be for a stage floor. And then you've got your built-in stage area and your lighting and system and everything. And then when the concert's done and you're not doing that, it just raises back up and kind of goes back up into the awning. I'm very good at coming up with concepts.
That's so fancy, Gene. Yeah, let's figure out how to come up with the money for this.
I have no idea how to implement this idea.
Yeah.
But think about it from a plaza standpoint. You have different concerts and things like that.
It'd be cool to have more concerts out there, even in the summers, just even if it's just like a little one-man band or whatever,
Yeah.
Guy with a guitar.
Well, that'll be fun to figure some of that out and work on that. So we're looking forward to it and all that. Less than a minute. Anything else?
Oh, I still have to get my head on straight. So no.
All right.
Thanks, Gene.
Jessica, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time. All right.